Alright, what's up you guys? Joe Dobby here, back at it again with another deck profile for you, and this is my last deck profile of the BT 1.5 format. Oh, I'm so excited for BT4, but I wish I made this deck sooner because it is fire. You usually think of Tinker Peter as like Mastemon. I'm going to show you something different that you're going to enjoy. So let's just dive right into it. I'm going to start off with the eggs here. I'm running 1 copy of Cupamon and 4 copies of Upamon. So Cupamon, as we know, when attacking, if you have 5 or more security cards, trigger draw 1, has really good early game, guys, and that's why I enjoy Cupamon in the deck. If I end up with the Cupamon to start, it's all you could ask for, because you'll be swinging early with Tinkermon and getting extra draw. 4 copies of Upamon, because this deck does manipulate security a little bit through recovery and through Lopmon. So when attacking once per turn, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, you get to trigger draw 1. This card is a super good card to use as well. Alright, so that's that. Pretty awesome with the eggs. And we're going to be going right into the rookies. So 4 copies of Tinkermon, guys. Tinkermon is awesome. Combos with Petermon, your 3k DP 3 cost rookie. And that's Tinkermon. Moving forward, y'all, we got 3 copies of Lopmon, so there's a bit of the recovery security manipulation there. Look at the top card of your security stack. You may add that card to your hand if you do draw 1, so you're getting 2 cards for the price of 1 security. And it also just gives you the option to look before actually taking that card. So if it is a good one, and trust me, we've got some good security cards in here, guys, you can even just keep the Lopmon, keep that security stack there. That said, we're diving into 3 copies of Salamon. Salamon is a good way to kind of make up for that lost security you're getting probably early game because of Lopmon or whatever. On deletion, if you have 3 or more security cards, or fewer security cards exactly, you can actually trigger recovery +1. So you gotta have the Sala. Pretty good card there. And last but not least, I am running 3 copies of the Tsukaimon, your typical 2 cost to play 3k Digimon. Next, we're gonna dive right into the champions. So the champions here, starting off with 4 Tinkermon. So on play, it's 5 cost, pretty expensive. But on play, you may play 1 Tinkermon from either your hand or your trash. So really good combo in terms of being able to swarm there with Petermon. So it's great for early aggression or to close out a game and secure that you have enough swings for lethal. And I'll show you exactly how to do that as we get into the megas. But I'm running 4 copies of the standard Unimon here, guys. You gotta have your blockers. Right now, Unimon does offer a lot of stall, so the deck can actually get up to its win condition. And yeah, it performed really well. So Unimon's awesome. Next, guys, we're running only 3 copies of Teruimon, because apart from the 6k DP and 1 cost to Evo, I didn't really feel the need to have a 4th Terui. I felt that I'd get more value out of a Unimon because of the stall factor, ability to block, etc. for that extra Evo cost versus the Terui. But also good for swinging early. Next, right into the level 5s, we are running 4 copies of the man, the myth, the angel, Magna Angemon. So everybody loves this in angel control or security, whatever have you, whatever you call it. But on play, trigger recovery +1, 7 cost, but you can work around that if you have a memory tamer or if your opponent just gives you a ton of memory. Sometimes you can bait out the Alter S and you'll be put to like 5 or 4 or whatever, and that's a perfect Magna play to kind of get that recovery card and potentially Evo into something after, and you'll only lose maybe a Tinkermon and a Petermon and some of your rookies for it, so not bad there. Next, we are going to be running, naturally, the 4 copies of Shakumon. This deck does want to stall, so Shakumon, your turn. This Digimon's treated as blue, And all of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards get security attack -1. So it is a very good stall tactic of a card, and I like it very much. It performs very well because it buys me one turn, and sometimes all I need is that one turn to do something crazy. And I'm about to show you what I'm going to be doing that is kind of crazy as we get into the level 6s. So once again, guys, running 3 copies of Seraphimon when Digivolving, trigger recovery +1. So with the Magna Seraphi stack, you're recovering twice. And while you actually have 3 or more security cards, Seraphi gets security attack +1. Now, security attack +1 at 10k, that's like, what? That's just a glorified Volkmon. Not necessarily, or Volcanic Dramon. Not necessarily, because Magna Angemon offers the inheritable ability that for every 3 security cards you have, your Digimon actually gains an extra 1k DP. So Seraphi can get up to 12 fairly easily through recovery, and could at the very least, be at 11 for 2 checks, which isn't bad at all. So so that's that. And here is the spice, guys. Here is the spice. This deck is running 3 copies of Metal Garurumon. When attacking, play 1 level 4 or lower Digivolution card under this card as another Digimon without paying its cost. So it is another way to bring out Petermon and Tinkermon when you Digivolve. And I find that because yellow doesn't really throw things into your trash, Metal Garurumon, in my opinion, was a bit better, or performed a bit better than my Mastemon testing, especially for yellow base, because the Metal Garurumon can get up into Shaku fairly safely, or without too much of a risk to damage to security, because the Shakumon offers a stall tactic. And once you swing, not only do you get a security check in, but you also get 2 bodies on the board that weren't there from that last swing. So Metal Garurumon, in my opinion, was a bit better than Mastemon, but I mean, that's for the yellow base and not for the purple. Next, guys, I'm teching 1 copy of Slash Angemon when Digivolving. One of your opponent's Digimon gets -8k DP for the turn. It's a good way to Digivolve and get rid of a level 5. There are level 5s or decks with level 5s that can be immediately threatening, like Ragnalordmon. And Ragnalordmon's a really bad matchup in this deck, so if I can run the Slash right into their only level 5 and they've bricked, then I'm in a good spot. Another spice. This is the cringe, annoying spice that people hate. But, I mean, everybody loves Puppetmon, right? So, Puppetmon, you already know what it does. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon on play, and during their next unsuspend phase, they cannot actually unsuspend. So, very powerful closer. The beautiful plays that I like to do with this for lethal is I will have a stack of Metal Garurumon with a Petermon underneath. I'll swing with the Metal Garu, Petermon comes out, Tinkermon comes out, and I'll typically be at, like, say, I'll be at least 1 memory, right? And I'll play that Puppetmon, put my opponent to 10, and voila, I've got a Metal Gar, Petermon, Tinkermon, Puppetmon, and any other Digimon I previously had threatening lethal. So if you're unable to get rid of all of them, you're actually in really, really big trouble. Next, I am running the 4 aggressive copies of Eden's Javelin. This card is so good. Not the best early game because it's only -4k DP or 5k DP, depending on your hand size. But the draw 1 on play actually does help build that, so you get an extra -1k DP when you play it. And it activates from security. It's only 6 cost. Yada yada you. It's a very good card. Yeah, that's Eden's Javelin. And the hand size in this deck can get pretty nuts with the addition of, like, the Lopmons. Sometimes, like, the Metal Garurumon will stay a couple turns. So I'll swing with the metal, bring out Terui, Uni, or Petermon. And then when I swing again, I can bring out Lopmon. Look at that stack, you know. And if I'm at 3, I have I will not hesitate to play that Magna Angemon, or Lopmon can set up Salamon. There's a lot of different combos here that are really, really cool. I'm teching one copy of Seven Heavens, and that's just because I wanted extra removal that wasn't a Kakaitis Breath or anything blue or other colors, because it's a yellow-based deck, and I only run 7 blue Digimon. Technically, Shakumon is treated as blue on your turn. So to be on the safe side, Seven Heavens was better for me. Also, I just, like, this deck wants to get rid of level 5s, not necessarily level 6s. If you get to a level 6, that's pretty much my time to just go as wide as I can and try to get game as fast as I can, because I don't really have an answer to level 6s unless I have like an immense hand size due to Eden's Javelin. And I've done it before. Like, I've had the ability to draw 13, like get 13 cards in my hand because of the Upamons. Like, I'll have multiple Upamon on the board with 3 security, you know, and that it's very easy to kind of get to insane hand sizes because of the Lopmons and the Upamons. I am teching 2 copies of Kaiser Nail, which allows you to choose a Digivolution card placed under one of your opponent's one of your Digimon. I don't know why I keep saying opponents. One of your Digimon, and play it as another Digimon without paying its memory cost. This is disgusting. Because Kaiser Nail can bring out Magna Angemon or Shakumon, and they both have immediate value when they are on the board. Magna Angemon immediately allows me to recover. Shakumon immediately stops attacks from Digimon without Digivolution sources, or at least -1 security, which is generally enough. And it combos very, very well with the Metal Gar, because if that Metal Gar just has a level 5 underneath it left, sometimes Kaiser Nail can bring out that awesome level 5 and get immediate value, allowing you to Digivolve into something else next turn, like a Seraphimon. So there's a lot of interesting decisions and lines of play you have to make when you play this deck. Like, you really want to focus on building that Petermon stack and getting into Shakumon and holding out until you get your Metal Gar. And you want to focus Seraphi mainly towards the Magna Angemon Evo. Same thing goes for Slash, but you're running 8, so it should be okay. Also, another card that actually offers really, really good draw power is an options, and allowing you to play out your options, is TK. So I'm running 2 copies of this memory TK, and we look at the stack, reveal one card from the security. If it's a yellow card, trigger recovery +1. Sometimes my Metal Garurumons will be in the security, so I'll just grab that Metal Garurumon and not recover to set up a Salamon play, perhaps, or a Kaiser Nail, Magna Angemon, like lots of different crazy things in this deck going on. That makes it a lot of fun. It feels like a control deck, and like a swarm deck. And if you can hold out, pretty much you're in a really good spot. Like, if you can get your Petermon to Evo into a Shakumon, it's only a matter of time before you're in a position of lethal because of the Metal Garurumon. Because of the ability to swing with metal, bring out Peter, bring out Tinker. And then if you have Kaiser Nail in your hand, you could actually end your turn with either Kaiser Nail or Puppetmon, bringing out another Digimon, and making them have to get rid of everything if you're in lethal position. So it's super nutty. It's a super nutty deck. But that is the profile. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. This is the last one before we get into BT4. I'm so excited to show you what I have at BT4. I have them all lined up at DigimonCard.dev, but I do not want to do those profiles that way, or I want to reduce the amount of times I have to do deck profiles over DigimonCard.dev. So yeah, if you like gameplay, follow me on Twitch, live streams, live tournaments. You guys can catch me playing decks like these live and seeing how they work before you build them. It's twitch.tv/JoeDobby, same name as YouTube. So come check me out. If you like this content and look forward to more, don't hesitate to like and subscribe. Help me get my name out there. I'm pretty I'm getting there. Like, my community has been really great to me, and I'm very thankful for everybody. Just wanted to say that and put that out there. Cheesy cheese, corny corn. But that is all. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week, and we'll catch you in the next one. BT4, bye.